foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad pesto, if you wanna come, let's go.
Hey everybody, it's the Coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one on tap between the Houston Oilers and the London Black Knights. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, it's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London. So following the fumble, this offense will get another shot at it as they quickly head back onto the field.
Yellow.
Cousins now after the fumble recovery. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
North of 100 yards, the 2 scores, and, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 34.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
That's into the hands of Reynolds. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Josh Reynolds, his 5th touchdown. This offense ready to head back out there as they'll take over with a little over a minute to play in this first quarter.
Good route here.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Gordon. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And a hell of a run. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. This pass complete to Reynolds. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. A first down throw for Cousins. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. They run it here with Gordon. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another first down with that run.
Eluding the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 3rd down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. Gets around him. And he is out of bounds here. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the second quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays. Because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you...
Right now, we're all even. It's a tie game as we drop you back in and the offense gets set to take over. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Cousins now. Well, this is caught by Williams. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. This one complete to his running back, Jamal Williams. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction, then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Cousins. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but over the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Cousins. And it's caught. Touchdown. We pick it up second quarter here as the offense gets ready for the drive.
First.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Hey, defense, let's go.
On play action, Cousins. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that'll make this... Now following the interception, this offense will get another shot at it as they'll quickly head back onto the field. They'll start the 3rd quarter on the ground with Gordon trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 4.
I know, easy.
On 3rd down, Cousins. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Check 43.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. Williams. They find some open field here. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the 2nd half.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it.
They should have known.
So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception.
Break the hunt. Line out.
Here we go, D. Anxious.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Melvin. It'll be a 1st and 10 coming up as this offense takes over possession of the football in the third quarter. First down. Here's Cousins. Sets up the screen to Gordon. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I'm coming back.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Play fake. Cousins. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
This pass finds its way to Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down. Cousins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence and playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy. Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage. Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh? This is taken at about the 14. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues.
Hey, tighten down.
Now Gordon on first down. A gain of 3, second down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for a 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a first and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. On first down, it's Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Throwing here, Cousins. And that's off the mark, incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one.